Welcome to what I think might be the final meeting of the Assembly, the most excellent Assembly Committee on Education for the 2023 legislative session. Secretary, will you please call roll?
Assemblywoman Anderson. Assemblyman De Silva. Assemblywoman Hanson. Assemblywoman Hardy. Assemblyman Koenig. Assemblywoman LaRue Hatch. Assemblyman MacArthur. Assemblywoman Mosca. Assemblywoman Taylor.
Present.
Assemblywoman Thomas. Assemblywoman Torres. Chair Bilbray Axelrod.
Thank you. And I just saw Assemblywoman Hanson running in. She is here. Please mark Assemblyman De Silva and Hardy present when they arrive. 'Tis the season for people running. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. We're just going to get this done. Welcome Senator Goicoechea up, and with that, we will open our hearing on Senate Bill 342.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senator Pete Goicoechea, representing Senate District 19 for the record, and bringing you Senate Bill 342. I'm going to be as brief as I can on this, extremely brief, and we'll stand for questions. I have with me Sheila Bray from UNR and Patty Porter from the WICHE board, which will be, she's the executive director, director anyway for WICHE, but anyway, which plays a key part in this bill. As you know, the state of Nevada does not have a vet school, and so we struggle, especially now since we come out of the pandemic, with vet services, especially with so many companion animals coming out of the pandemic. It's almost impossible to find a vet. I know in southern Nevada it's difficult. In northern Nevada they're almost non-existent, especially if you get into the large animal side. So anyway, what this bill does, Utah State University actually came to us because they did fund a new vet school at Utah State University, which is in Logan, Utah. And they came to us and they were looking for a little financial support as well as they stood this new school up. They're into it about $100 million and needing all they can to stand it up. They came to us and said that they would give us 100 slots over the next 10 years for our students. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware. We all know kids that are students that have come out and I'm going to be a vet. All of a sudden, even if they come out of their pre-graduate school, good grades, you can't find a slot. Even if you qualify for WICHE, you can't get into the schools because it's so limited. And I have had some experience with that. My son actually went to vet school, and I know what it costs and how hard it is to get in. And so the bottom line is this will graduate over a 10-year period. This would graduate 70 vets into the state of Nevada. There is a requirement that they come back and do a year's service for every year they take on the program. So I'm saying that's around 280 years of vet service in the state, which might be helpful going down the road. This has come through finance. How we ended up with it, it's $8 million that will go in a restricted account that will be administered by IFC after the WICHE board negotiates the contract with Utah State University. The last thing I want to be doing is trying to negotiate a contract and how this is going to, they're going to make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, and we have a solid contract that will give us the 100 positions, slots, but it will graduate 70 students into the state of Nevada. I don't know if there's a whole lot more I can tell you there. And again, the additional appropriation is to help to stand a couple positions up, and this has been approved in finance on our side. So to stand a position up for WICHE so they can go ahead and do the contract and actually work through it. The only other piece of this is clearly they have to apply, even though we've got the slots. Those students will have to apply to Utah State University and be accepted. Actually meet the their acceptance criteria, but the WICHE board will go in and interview these students that are applying for these 10 slots, and there will be 2 vets from the state of Nevada to assist the WICHE board in, hey, looking at the student, and yeah, we think this would be a good fit for this community, that community. And then the other piece of it, one more piece of it, Utah State is also saying, as they come back and do their precept or their internship, out of Utah State, they would like to place them in vet clinics in the state of Nevada so they could actually come and do that hands-on that final year, do it in the state of Nevada, hoping they will connect with a community or a vet, and so they've got a future, because they've got to come back and go to work. Hopefully they'll find a good vet they can work with. We all know these. We've got a number of good qualified vets that have come out of Nevada, but then we've also got, like Randy Wallstrom down here, and they're getting a little long in the tooth. Most of them are my vintage. So with that, I'll close, and if you've got any questions, I've got the experts on both sides of me. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Any questions? We have one from Assemblyman Koenig.
So this is more a question or under the WICHE program. I know that when I went to school 30 years ago, optometry was, and so my son who's in optometry school now, when he got ready to start, he said, hey, I said, look into WICHE, sign up for WICHE. And he goes, oh, they don't do optometry anymore. So professions come and go. What other professions other than veterinary are in the WICHE system?
Director Patty Porter, for the record, Porter. Nice to meet you, Assemblyman. So currently, oh, sorry.
You said your name, but you know what we haven't done is spelled out the acronym for WICHE. So before you go into that, why don't you tell everyone what WICHE is?
Okay. WICHE stands for the Western Interstate Commission for Higher Education. There is a regional WICHE office, which is in Colorado. My office is called the Nevada Office of WICHE. So we are, I am your representative on behalf of the state of Nevada, who's a member of the Western Regional Compact, which is governed by NRS 397. So I don't know how much more detail you want me to go into that. Oh, okay, sorry. So, so going forward, to answer your question, currently, there's two programs that the office oversees. One is called PSEP, Professional Student Exchange Program, and the other is called HPEP. So for Professional Student Exchange Program, which is what you had mentioned, optometry, you're right, it was underneath that. Currently under that program, which we work in conjunction with regional WICHE, is that we have a physician assistant, physical therapy, occupational therapy, pharmacy, and we did have veterinary medicine. It was eliminated in 21. We're asking to reinstate 4 slots for this next biennium for that. And then the other program, HPEP, Health Profession Education Program, that one actually has nurse practitioner and nursing and social work. And then this, if this is approved and all, this will go under that program, and not under the PSEP program, because this would be a Nevada-specific program. So currently the programs I said to you under PSEP, though, those are the current ones, though the WICHE Commission will be meeting to evaluate to see if they're still in demand and make any changes necessary to adjust.
Thank you. And it did occur to me when this bill came that we didn't have you guys do a presentation. I think you have done a presentation in the past. So maybe next session, that's something that people, because I think part of the problem with this is a lot of people don't even know it exists. So if you're watching out there, just tell your kids, tell them to put it on social media. Make a TikTok about it, Assemblywoman Torres.
Madam Chair, if I may, Senator Goycochea, and again, we need to understand that these 70 slots aren't truly WICHE. WICHE's going to stand the program up and administer it, but these, we do have, I believe, 4 vet med slots presently under WICHE, but the difference in this is we'll stand these up, and these students will be able to go to grad school at the in-state rate, and that's the savings. It's going to be huge.
Absolutely. Thank you. Committee, okay. So I have, no. Assemblywoman Thomas has it. You have a question, Thomas? Anybody else on this side? Okay, so we'll start with you, Vice Chair.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Senator, and those who came, and thank you for the program. I worked at the university for quite a while, so I'm very familiar with WICHE and understand it, and think it's a great tool that a lot of people don't know about. In terms of veterinary medicine, though, I want to make sure. So our undergraduates from our state, right, can be, because I know we're part of the WICHE exchange, they will be able to go to Utah State for their undergrad and then go on to veterinary school, or is it that they've graduated from here and then they'll be able to go to Utah State for grad school?
Thank you, Madam Assemblywoman. Senator Goycochea, for the record, the way it what we envision it, or how I envision it,
yes.
It doesn't mean it's exactly accurate. They would do their the undergrad work. Here, they could be anywhere in the state, Southern Nevada,
Right,
just as long
right.
as you qualify, you have the curriculum, then they would apply to Utah State. Now, that doesn't say if you wanted to go to Utah State University and then do your undergrad, then go to grad school, you could do that, but that technically won't access this program. Really, what we're about is getting students from UNR, UNLV, Nevada State University, and clearly you can get the prerequisites to comply. But again, they would have to apply to Utah State ultimately, because they are the university, would have to accept them. All we're going to do is say, hey, we're qualifying these 10 students. We think these are our best students, and that will come through WICHE and with those 2 advisory vets, and then they'll stand those up. And we want to make sure, all Utah State has to do is accept 10 of them. And we want to make sure we get our best and our brightest, and across it, that will be up to WICHE and this commission. But again, I'm hoping they are Nevada students that we place in grad school, because we don't have one.
Right, and they accept 10 students per year, if I remember, 10 students per year, Senator? Did I get that
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. Great.
And the reason in the bill, and Senator Goycochea, for the record, it shows 70 because, again, you got the first 3 years of going to school, so we'll only graduate 70 of those 100 students. And hopefully, we'll see how it goes down the road. I understand there was been a couple of programs that Nevada had entered into previous to this, one with UC Davis, and Dr. Teglis is on the screen there, I think, and he can qualify that as well. And then the other, I believe, was in Ohio. So we have done this in the past, but never to this extent. And again, it's critical if we want vets in this state. We're going to have to educate them. And also, the big thing to me is, and I've been this route, get accepted and then be able to afford it when you come out. And this will cheapen it up. It should cut it in half.
Thank you. Assemblywoman Thomas.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Senator, for bringing this forward. And the only reason that I want to say or, have a comment here, because my colleague from up north here asked the questions that I was going to ask, how the program works. But I just want to say this is great because, I was looking at my niece through marriage who has, entered into the veterinarian school, and I'm sure her parents were wondering what school she would go for to continue this, and this is good. The question I guess I have is, how are the students, do you have some kind of program that the school has that will let these kids know that this program actually exists? What type of information is out there for them?
Senator Goycochea, for the record, and clearly you have to understand, and that's why we're so focused on getting this bill out this session, because the school actually won't open until 25. But if we're here in a 25 session looking for money, it's probably not going to happen. So that's why we really want to get this out so we can get the contract entered into. We're hoping IFC, we can get the agreement hammered out, get it IFC approved in like August, and get these there. As far as the school, I thought probably Dr. Teglis from UNR or Ms. Brave from Cooperative Extension, and through which they're going to have to coordinate and make sure. But if you're in UNLV or you're UNR or, it's that university is going to say, hey, look, we've got this program. We can get you for these 10 slots.
Sheila Bray with the University of Nevada, Reno. I'd like to hand it over to my colleague, Dr. Teglis, that's on the phone. He's a professor of veterinary education at UNR, and while this will serve the whole state, he's also served as a WICHE.
I have no need to hear from UNR. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That is totally a joke. That is totally a joke. I had to finish.
I know, you had to get it in. That's great. Dr. Teglis, could you help?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello, everybody. And for the record, my name is Dr. Mike Teglis, and I am a professor at the University of Nevada, Reno, unfortunately, or in this case. But I'm also here to serve, to represent WICHE. I am one of the Nevada WICHE veterinary PSEP representatives, and have been working closely with Senator Goycochea on this bill itself. And as far as far as admissions go, it'll be admissions process like for any veterinary school. There'll be prereqs. Any Nevada graduate will be available to join this program and be open to Nevada residents. They could graduate from any of our fine schools and be a part of it. And so if I have time, just wanted to give you an overview. Would that be appropriate of the
Oh, how long are you talking? Just because we've already lost a member, I just real
okay
30,000
I mean,
foot.
I could just see. I'm more than happy just to answer questions and too about it. But there is an evident need for veterinarians in the state, both rural and as well as in companion animal medicine. And all this would do is it would provide up to 80 spots through USU's new veterinary school that's projected to open in 2025 with up to 10 spots per year for 70 students. What it will do is it'll pay for the out-of-state differential. And what that means is the bill itself will provide, or the funding will provide the out-of-state portion. When they come back, they have an agreement for every year of funding that they're provided. They will also provide service as a veterinarian in the state and work in private. And
I'm gonna
hopefully even
sorry, I'm gonna cut you off just because I think you came in a little late. We did go over all that.
I'm sorry. Oh,
no,
I'm sorry. Yes.
No problem. So I think we're on board. So we'll have you guys sit back. Did you want to add something?
Yes, I did.
I feel like Judge Judy. You're winning. So go sit back.
Well, Chair, first of all, I have to tell you I'm an undergraduate from UNLV. So, second of all, but my master's is from UNR. But second of all, as the director, though, my intention is to do outreach because if this passes, it's going to be my responsibility for my agency and the Witchy commissioners. So I take that very seriously. Retention experience in my background. So for me, this is not a UNR, UNLV thing. It's a Nevada thing. So thank you.
And it's always a Nevada thing. We just like to rib each other. Well, me more than most, but okay, thank you. So sit back and I will invite anyone up who is in support of the bill to testify in support. You're testifying in support when you just presented the bill? Okay. The cooperative extension you're UNR. Okay. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good day. Thank you for taking the time to hear public comments today. My name is Stacy Hosking, Stacyhosking, for the record, and I'm a local board-certified veterinary cardiologist here in support of this bill. I'm a previous recipient of financial assistance from the state of Nevada through the earlier formation of the Witchy program. And this program actually allowed me to attend veterinary school at Ohio State University and achieve my ultimate career goal of becoming a veterinary specialist. The shortage of veterinary professionals is an important issue that directly impacts the well-being of animals within the state of Nevada and the overall health of our communities. I strongly support the allocation of state funding to educate veterinary students who commit to returning to our state to practice, effectively addressing this pressing issue. This call to action aligns with the objectives outlined in SB 342. Our state is currently facing a critical shortage of skilled veterinarians. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment of veterinarians is projected to grow 19% from 2021 to 2031, much faster than the average of all occupations, which is about 5%. If we look at the U.S. Department of Agriculture website and evaluate the veterinary services shortage situation map, it is easy to see that there is a critical shortage of private practice, rural area, food animal medicine practitioners. This results in limited access to quality veterinary care, particularly in these rural and underserved areas. This shortage not only affects the health and welfare of our pets, but also impacts public health as veterinarians play a vital role in disease prevention, zoonotic disease control, and safeguarding the food supply. SB 342 recognizes the urgency of addressing this shortage and proposes actionable steps to mitigate it. And by allocating state funding to educate veterinary students who commit to returning to our state to practice, we create a sustainable pipeline of skilled veterinary professionals. These individuals will bring their expertise, dedication, and compassion back to our communities, ensuring that our Nevada animals will receive the care they deserve and our residents can rely on accessible and comprehensive veterinary services. Moreover, SB 342 highlights the importance of collaboration and partnerships. It authorizes the Nevada office to enter into contracts and implement programs relating to veterinary medicine, fostering collaboration with institutions such as the Utah State University College of Veterinary Medicine. This collaboration will not only address the veterinary shortage, but will also strengthen the ties between our state and other institutions. State-funded veterinary education program with return of service agreements as proposed in SB 342 have been successfully implemented in various regions to address similar shortages in other states. These programs have proven effective in increasing the number of practicing veterinarians, bolstering the local economy, and improving animal health options.
Ms. Hoskett, I'm so sorry. We're just on a time crunch here, and I think
thank you
it's
for your
very
attention
well
and
written.
consideration.
Would you mind giving a copy of that to our committee secretary, and we'll make sure we get.
At all.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you,
And
guys.
and once again, I think we're on the right track. So, but thank you very much for your testimony. Anyone else wishing to provide support testimony? Okay, BPS, is there anyone on the phone line?
Thank you, Chair. To provide testimony in support of SB 342, please press star 9 to take your place in the queue.
Hi, good afternoon, Chair Bilbray-Axelrod and committee members. My name is Rebecca Goff. I'm the Nevada State Director for the Humane Society of the United States. On behalf of our Nevada members and the Humane Society Veterinary Medical Association, I'm here today in strong support of SB 342. Before I had this role, I spent most of my life working in veterinary medicine and the last 10 years right here in Nevada. I can tell you firsthand that the biggest crisis facing our pets in the state is a lack of access to veterinary care, partially driven by the historic veterinary staffing crisis. This bill would really help address that, specifically bringing our veterinary students back here to the state to practice. So with that, and in the, we're all tired and we have a long day ahead of us, so we strongly urge your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Yes, we are in the midst of long days. With that, I will close the support and open it to opposition. Anyone here in Carson City in opposition? Not seeing anyone. BPS, is there anyone on the phone line in opposition?
Chair, the public line is open and working, but we have no callers for opposition at this time.
Thank you. And with that, I will open it up to neutral. Anyone here in Carson City in neutral? Anyone on the phone lines in neutral?
Chair, the line is open and working, but we have no callers for neutral at this time.
Okay, and would the bill sponsor like to come back up? Okay, waving off. I will close the hearing on SB 342. And members, I would take a 1-minute recess, but I don't really think I need to. All right, we're going to go ahead and move and work session this bill. Please go ahead, Ms. Strom.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Jen Sturm Gaynor, Committee Policy Analyst for Senate Education, here for Alex Drozdoff. The bill before you today for work session is Senate Bill 342, which revises or enacts provisions relating to veterinary medicine, and there are no proposed amendments at this time. Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any questions on the bill we just heard? Okay, then with that, I would take a motion to do pass. Assemblywoman Hanson has made the motion. Assemblywoman Torres has seconded the motion. Any questions on the motion? You have a question on the motion?
The discussion on the motion, because we just made the motion. I did want to comment, I was not sure where I was at this bill, but seeing such distinguished University of Nevada, Reno professors, I am thoroughly convinced, and I will be in support today. Go Pack.
You know what? Let's table this. No. No, just kidding. Okay. Since we have the motion, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carries unanimously, and I will sign that floor statement to Assemblyman MacArthur. The llamas? What? I don't have my mic on. So with that, that brings us to our last thing, which is public comment. Is there anyone in the room who wanted to make? Oh, you are kidding me. Can someone from UNLV come to this room? Stat. Not recognized. No, just kidding. Go ahead, Mr. Flores.
Michael Flores on behalf of the University of Nevada, Reno. And just having so much Wolfpack love in this room today, I wanted to come up and do a good news minute. I know we haven't done one this session yet, and we had over 3,000 graduates graduate from the University of Nevada, Reno last week. And right now we have one of our proudest graduates, Caleb Martin, playing in the NBA Finals. And I also want to welcome the newest member of the Wolfpack, Ashton Killian, who's not here today, but he is going to be joining the Wolfpack in the fall to finish his Master's in Public Administration, and go Pack.
I thought you were going to say about the newest member of the Killian family, who just came today as well. Saoirse Rory, I believe is her name. So, okay, well, UNLV, they must be out working. BPS, is there anybody on the phone line wishing to make public comment?
Here, our line is open and working, but we have no callers or public comment at this time.
Okay, with that, are we supposed to recess?
No, we can adjourn. You can always set a new meeting if you need to.
Okay. If we get something, we can do it tomorrow. So with that, I will adjourn this meeting. Go Rebels. And go Knights.